Today, we're going to be talking about the most powerful character in all of Marvel Comics, the Sentry, who's set to make his MCU debut in the upcoming Thunderbolts movie. So I figured you guys are going to want to know a little bit about this character before you go see the movie. Robert Reynolds was your average man in Middle America. He had a wife, he had a dog, but one night, he woke up screaming from a nightmare in which an evil figure was trying to destroy the world. He's back. Ah! Bob, what's the matter? Is someone there? It's nothing. She doesn't need to know. Tell her it's nothing. Bob? What is it, hun? Nothing, Lindy. Just go back to sleep, okay? I need to let the dog out. It was a storm. It's just a storm. I'll take care of it. It wasn't just your imagination. It was real. You know it. That was a sound you've not heard since... How long has it been? Months? Years, maybe? Could it have been that long? Everything seems so distant, as if you're coming awake from a perpetual dream. What happened to you, Bob? Where have you been? You try to remember how you got here, into this house even, but it's as though you're looking at your memories through someone else's eyes. Only, you know you heard the laughter. It's a sound you promised yourself you'd never forget. No doubt about it, the void has returned. After all this time, somehow he's found a way back to Earth. You can imagine, you can see him hiding in the storm. That'd be just how he'd make his play. If it is the void, he'll be stronger than ever before. The danger will be beyond measure, and there will be only one hope for humanity. You. Alright, so I'm sure you're a little confused, so I'm gonna step in and provide some context really quickly. I said previously that Marvel rewrote their history with this story. That's because in this story, they tell us that Robert Reynolds, aka the Sentry, has existed in Marvel since the 1960s. The reason that Robert doesn't seem to remember his life as the Sentry is because he, along with everyone else in the entire Marvel universe, had the Sentry wiped from their memories. Very similar to what Doctor Strange did for Spider-Man in No Way Home, the entire universe forgot who the Sentry was. But over the course of this story, Robert begins to remember his former life as the Sentry. And throughout the course of this issue, we learn his origin story in the form of old school comic book pages. Startling stories featuring the Sentry with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. Robbie discovers the professor's secret formula. Gosh, this must be the professor's secret formula. Gosh, you think? This must be the professor's secret formula. We must be vigilant, watchdog, for we are humanity's only hope. Suddenly, a miraculous transformation takes place. The boy glows with an unknown energy. Using his newfound powers, meek young freshman Robbie Reynolds, the Sentry, counters the blow swiftly. Ugh, that'll put an end to your bullying, Buzz. I used to think Buzz was such a dreamboat, but now I can scarcely believe it. I think I'm falling for Robbie. That evening, the resourceful freshman puts the finishing touches to the marvelous golden suit he has fashioned. Wouldn't Buzz love to see this? But I know, real men sew in the army. Your golden suit hangs in there, untouched, since the last day you wore it. If the void truly has returned, you'll have no choice, Bob. You're gonna have to wear it again. You're gonna have to become the Sentry. The super serum. It's been years since you... It's been years. It comes over you in a rush. Warm, wonderful, an unutterable force. Like 1,000,000 little exploding suns. It feels so good. And then the memories flow. Welcome thoughts of glorious past. It's as if you just opened a surprise package you sent yourself in the mail. Meanwhile, the golden guardian of good leaps to the air, impervious to the effects of the elements around him. My Sentry sensors tell me the blue buffoon has attacked Empire State University. I must alert Spider-Man. Little does he suspect Robbie Reynolds and the Sentry are one and the same. You remember a picture, an iconic image that even you were proud of. You're not supposed to be proud, but this is different. The photograph is a reflection of you. It's an encapsulation of your benevolent intent that sent 6 billion people safely into dreamland over time. You watch over the world. It is your sworn duty. We must be vigilant, watchdog, for we are humanity's only hope. No, that didn't happen. Did that happen? It was in a comic book you read when you were a child, or on a TV show. But the void is real. He has to be real. You know him almost as well as you know yourself. What's wrong with you? Why is it so hard to remember? As the stunned Avengers struggle to break free, even Iron Man's amazing suit is no match for the Void's cosmic cocoons. Blast you, Void! Let us go! Haha! Not a chance, Iron Man. With the Avengers held captive, surely the mighty Sentry will soon follow. But suddenly, with the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, sooner than you bargained for, Void. Bah! I will return, Sentry. I will return. I will return. He always said that. Even when you thought him beaten forever, he'd say it. And he always kept his word. Oh, the super serum. It's been years since you... It's been years. It comes over you. Hard to keep it together. That's just the effect of the super serum. Sometimes it does this. Counteract the poison. Who told you that? It was someone you knew, someone you trusted. We must be vigilant. You call this vigilant, Sentry? You shouldn't have opened the door to me, Robert. I told you I would return. Nah, get away. You're not real. Pathetic, dirty little junkie. Did you really think you could send me away forever? And what then? No more Sentry to soothe humanity's fevered brow? There's no Sentry. There's no Void. They don't exist anymore. Liar! I am all things. I am the Void. I am the face of your soul. Your wife is the Void. Your house is the Void. You are the Void. No, you're not real. By the end of this issue, we come to understand that that evil figure in his nightmare is actually a character called the Void, and he has now been released onto the world. Alright, let me give you guys a little bit more context. Before gaining superpowers, Robert Reynolds was an addict. As the origin story states, one day he found his professor's secret formula. This secret formula, it was actually a super soldier serum 100 times stronger than the one Captain America took. It said that it held the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, just to show you how powerful that thing was. The downside is, its effects weren't permanent. Unlike Steve Rogers, who kept the serum his entire life after one treatment, Robert Reynolds has to keep re-upping himself every time the serum wears off. It's almost like a drug. You see where I'm going with this? A man who has a severe drug addiction is given the most powerful and lucrative drug in the entire world. But of course, there are side effects. Upon initially drinking the serum back in the 60s, the dark entity called the Void bonded to him, became one with him, similar to the way symbiotes bond with their hosts. However, unlike Venom, for example, Sentry is unaware that the Void is a part of him. He's under the impression that the Void is just some evil entity that needs to be destroyed. Throughout the course of the series, we figure out that the reason that Robert Reynolds and the rest of the universe doesn't remember the Sentry is because the only way to stop the Void is to stop Robert from being the Sentry, because they're tied, they're one, like I just said. In my understanding, every time Robert Reynolds takes the serum, his mind becomes more and more damaged, giving more power to the Void. But the way the Void works is, every life that the Sentry saves, the Void kills one in return. So if in a battle, the Sentry saves 200,000 people from being murdered, the Void is gonna go out and kill 200,000 people. And I'm pretty sure if Reynolds doesn't take this serum, if the effects wear off and he doesn't take it again, the Void is useless because he has no power to draw on. Thus, the only way to defeat the Void is to make sure Reynolds can't take the serum, and the only way to, not the only way, but the most efficient way to stop this man from taking the serum is to make everyone forget that the Sentry ever existed, to make everyone forget that there was even a serum that powerful. I'm not saying this is exactly what's gonna happen in the Thunderbolts movie, but I wouldn't be surprised if something along these lines happened. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to learn more about the Sentry as a character, I'll be more than happy to upload more videos. Just let me know in the comment section. Also, if you like Spider-Man, check out this series revolving around Ultimate Spider-Man 2024, a brand new run of Peter Parker in a way you've never seen him before. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I appreciate you if you made it this far, and I'll see you guys in the next video.